Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my card share for my 10 on the 10th collab. It's a collab that I started actually started it last year. I did it unofficially, well, just on my own channel for myself the year before. Just make 10 cards, or more or less 10 cards each month, just to help you get ahead of the holiday season. And there's quite a few others who are doing this along with me, and they will be listed down in the description below, so check out their channel links and you can see what fun Christmas cards that they have made for this month. Now, there is no theme for my collab, it's just anything Christmas, but this year I decided I wanted to give myself just kind of some, I call them like starting points, because it seemed like last year I was constantly, I would spend several days just, scouring Pinterest, looking for ideas to inspire me. So I thought, well, let's just write down a bunch of stuff as like a starting point for where I want to, go with my cards for each month. Because I really think that helps me in all the other collabs that I'm in, when we have like colors or themes or different things that we're supposed to create around. So I'm just going to share this because, if anyone else playing along with this would like some, to know my ideas, I mean, you're perfectly welcome to do whatever you want to do. It's, your Christmas cards. Like I said, it's not a theme specific collab. These are all the past ones, and my handwriting is horrible. I just scribbled this down at the beginning of the year. For this month in June, I did want to go with sort of a masculine theme, since I did more feminine, and I think I did like pastels last month. For July, kind of see if I can create something with red and blue and white. I mean, it's definitely, I don't have anything that's like a patriotic type Santa image, but I just thought it'd be fun trying to create something that has blues in it. I mean, red and white are obviously Christmas colors, but add some blues to that and see what I can come up with. Even you could use like stars. I have some ribbon that has silver stars that I can just like cut the stars apart and use them individually, which would be cool. I have gold stars as well, but the silver would probably work better for the patriotic. For August, I'm going to go more warm tones, possibly like a summer theme, because somewhere in my craft room, like in my Christmas stash, I know I have a really cute sticker, or a set of stickers. It's Santa, but it's like on the beach, and it's a tropical theme. If I can find that, I'll at least make a couple cards with those stickers. If not, then I'll try to come up with something. Maybe even use some, just pretty more summery colors, like tropical type Christmas cards, if I can come up with something. For September, since that's my birthday month, I went with my favorite color. I'm going to make purple Christmas cards, or at least cards that have purple in them. I don't necessarily think they'll be completely like all purple, but they definitely will have purple in them. For October, since that's Halloween month, I thought it'd be fun to use more black in my cards, which this month I did use quite a bit of black, that you'll see here in a minute. And cats. Now, it's either last year, I think it was 2 years ago, in 2019, when I was doing this on my own. I had made some cards one month that had used the Stampin' Up! Cat Punch, and I'd love to make some more of those. So I plan on doing that, and possibly maybe trying out another different few cards with cats on them. But there's all kinds of cat Christmas card ideas on Pinterest, so I just thought that'd be fun, do black cats on my Christmas cards. For November, I've got some really cute like winter woodland animal stickers that I found when I was going through my big container of Christmas stickers, and I thought that would make a really fun theme one month. So I'm going to do woodland animals. And then for December, since it's the month of Christmas, just do traditional colors, the red and the green, and just use Santa like as my focal on all of my cards. So this is just kind of a starting point for myself. I don't know if anyone, you're welcome to follow along with these as well, or like I said, do your own thing. I just wanted to share this in case anybody else would like a starting point somewhere. And so for my cards this month, like I said, it was, well, my starting point was masculine. When I thought of masculine, I instantly thought of my Graphic 45. I have that Christmas collection from, I think it might be last year. But it has more like a steampunk type feel to it. There's a lot of gears and just very like vintagey images, of course, because Graphic 45 is a lot of vintage stuff. It's really cool. And I always think that Graphic 45 just, a lot of it screams masculine. So I used a lot of the cut aparts. I went back and forth between the 12 by 12 collection and the 8 by 8 paper pad and all the cutouts, and I used some of the ephemera, and I did use up a couple of my flowers from my stash. So here I just took one of these cut aparts, I angled it and snipped it off because I wanted it to go across that way at first, but then I was not able to see this really cool little border strip that I wanted to have on there, because it has the sort of yellowish collared tones sort of in that. The reindeer strip matches this little tag here that I did put on some foam just for a little bit of dimension, and I did add some bling to the cards, even though it's more masculine. Like, see here are the little gears on the tree, and there's a lot of like steampunk feel to this paper collection. And this definitely does not scream like feminine. I mean, it could be masculine as well, because it's really kind of a rustic looking flower. And so there's the first one. I don't know what order I made these in, I can't remember, but that's just the first one I grabbed. Here's the next one. I did pull in a little bit of the plaid tidings from Stampin' Up. I had bought this pad last year. Well, it's a little 6x6 pack of paper, and it's all different colors of plaid. Love all the colors. All of the patterns in there are just gorgeous. I did make some Halloween cards last year with this plaid tidings. It has a really beautiful orange and black plaid, but there's quite a few Christmassy colors in there as well. And then I just did a lot of layering on this one. There's the cut apart right here, and then I just layered it onto, the cut apart actually had this green border around it, so I just layered it onto some beige colored paper, which is super thin. So this card itself is still really thin, because all these papers that I used are very thin weight cardstock. And then here's a piece of the paper from the 8 by 8 paper pad. It has this really gorgeous green design on it. And then I used that plaid as the main layer, and then put a few little red bling and that love and peace little cut apart and the red poinsettia. And I thought this one turned out so beautiful. I love that plaid with that image there. It's Christmas time. So those, I know for sure those are the first two that I made, because I used up these. I had two of these left, one gold and one red. So I did get that used up. And then I have these little poinsettias from the Christmas stuff from Hobby Lobby, and I've got just a few left over. I've got 3 red and 1 cream that's remaining, so I'm about to use that up, which is good. I love that Santa playing the piano. That is so cool. And I just used the little greetings cut apart there, and I put the little bling on there. And this is like it has gears on the background, which don't see it very well because it's covered up, but I like the colors of that paper. So there's that card. And this next one is very masculine with the train. Love that. Very vintage and steampunk and like industrial, which one of my card collabs in the last few months was industrial, and this would have been perfect because that's very industrial. And I love that little saying on there, jingle all the way. And I've just used one of the cream flowers and then put a few little red bling. And there's that background paper, which has all of those gears and cogs and stuff like that. And love, you can even see them in somewhere. I saw it in there, I thought. Oh, what is that peeking up? Okay, I'm seeing things in the cards now. Okay, but then I just put those in the center of, that's supposed to be the smoke coming out, but it's like little gears, which is cool. Okay, so that's probably one of my favorites. I just love that design. This was from the large 12 by 12 cut apart sheet. And then here's one I just, now these cream cards, I'll say real fast, these cream cards, I was given a pack of 6 of these cards with envelopes in a prize package that I had won off of the Graphic 45 ATC group that I'm in. And so I used all 6 of those cards, and then I was just kind of pulling random pieces of paper to make bases with after that. And I was kind of just letting the cut aparts determine the size of my card base. So I would just like get what I wanted to be the main image and then mat it if I was going to put a mat on it. And then I would just measure that and cut the paper accordingly. And this one I did long and skinny. And I just used a piece of beige for the inside. And just put a few little red bling on there. And I didn't put the flower on this one because I didn't want it covering up his head up there. And it didn't really look right in the sort of in the center, and I didn't want it over that, so I just left the flower off of that one. So there's that cute card. This one, I love the layout of this one. It's Christmas time, and then I just put this little cut apart here, and I put the flower at the bottom this time since it's got all of this. I kind of angled it that way instead of that way, and so I didn't want that covering up the words, and I didn't really want that over top of his head. I thought it looked good down there at the bottom. And so, and then on the inside, this just left them blank. And just a few little green bling on that. And here's this one, which is really cute. Looks like a postcard. And Santa marching. I think it's adorable. And I did not put any kind of, just realized now that it doesn't have any kind of sentiment or phrase or anything on there. But I'll just be putting something on the inside. That is really super cute. Love the design of that right there. So there's that one. Definitely masculine. And then here's a much smaller card. Like I said, I just layered all of that. Took the cut apart image, put whatever layers I was going to add to it, and then just cut the cardstock to fit the design. And inside there, I just used some more beige cardstock. And a few little red bling there. And that one just says 'Tis the Season. It looks a lot like a little tag. And added the red flower. And I love the gold like edging on these flowers. Now this one, I had this little piece of paper that was a leftover scrap. And it actually, matches perfectly with that. So I did mat that on some cream cardstock. Added just a few bling on there. And on the inside, I had this one strip left over, so I just ran it down the inside of the card and used a piece of cream on the inside. And this is one of my favorites as well. And then this one here is let me move this up a little bit. I decided to do a slim line since I had this tall and skinny image from the cut aparts. And I just matted that on some cream cardstock, and then I took this little cut apart to put at the top there because I had this space here. And I thought about using some ribbon across the top, but I really like the way that turned out with the 2 green bling and that red plaid paper there. And this card, I actually did cut the base myself, but this envelope is from a pack of envelopes from Hobby Lobby. I've got white and I've got this craft. And so I just cut the card base to fit perfectly inside the envelope there. So that is my set of cards. I did get 10. I was going to try to make more, but I just had so much going on this evening. And this is the evening of the 9th, 10 o'clock at night when I'm filming this. So I've got to get this uploading and so it can be on my channel tomorrow on the 10th when it's due. So thank you so much everyone for stopping by and watching. And if you hear that annoying, obnoxious noise in the background, my daughter is out in the living room singing at the top of her lungs as loud as she can because she wants me to come out and play a game before bedtime. So she's trying to interrupt me and cut me short. So I don't know if you can hear that or not, but it's kind of loud. So that's her if you hear that. But thank you everyone for stopping by, and I will talk to y'all the next time. Take care.